Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got game two of a four-game series between the Milwaukee Braves and Brooklyn Dodgers. And leading off for game two for the Braves is, let's do one thing here. We'll switch these guys around. He's going to play center field, Duffy is. And Wally. Maybe not. Let's see. Okay, we'll leave him in left field. We're going to let Wally play center. So I don't know. We're going to put Wally in left field. Put Duffy in center. Keep him where he's been. Alrighty, we got leading off playing center field. Hugh Duffy, batting second, playing second, Bill Sweeney, batting third, playing right field, Hank Aaron, batting fourth, playing third base, Eddie Matthews, batting fifth, playing first base, Joe Adcock, batting sixth, playing left field, Wally Berger, batting seventh and doing the catching, Al Spawyer, batting eighth, playing shortstop, Rabbit Marville, and on the mound doing the pitching is Dick Rudolph. And for the hometown Brooklyn Dodgers, leading off, playing second base, Jackie Robinson, batting second, playing first, Jack Dobart, batting third, playing center field, Duke Snyder, batting fourth, doing the catching, Roy Campanella, batting fifth, playing right field is Zach Wheat, batting sixth, playing left field, Carter Farella, batting seventh, playing third base, Joe Straight, batting eighth, playing shortstop, Pee Wee Reese, and on the mound batting ninth is Nat Rocker. Let's get down here to Brooklyn and get this game started. And at the plate is Hugh Duffy to lead it off here for the Braves, batting .348, no homers, and 5 RBIs. And he'll be going up against Nate Rocker. Rocker is making his third appearance. He's 0-2 with a 6.94 ERA. Here's the pitch to Duffy. And that's going to be an infield hit right away. Duffy's aboard here with a ground ball down the short, and he beats it out for a base hit. Brings up Bill Sweeney now. And Sweeney is batting .224 with a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty, an 18. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And he's going to spin around. As a matter of fact, he's going to spin around, fire down the second, and get the lead runner. So now Sweeney's down at first. And you got Hank Aaron up now. Aaron batting .304. He's got 5 homers and 15 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And they'll get the batter out. And that'll be it. So that's a ground ball down to Robinson. He fires over to Jake. And that puts Sweeney in scoring position with 2 outs now for Eddie Matthews. Can Eddie deliver here? Batting .293 on the year, 2 homers and 8 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty, 21. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And he's going to swing and miss, as a matter of fact. That's going to be a strikeout. Strikes Matthews out. Sweeney gets stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the first. It's nothing for the Braves. Dodgers coming to the plate with Robinson, Dobart, and Snyder. Jackie is batting .208. He's got 1 homer and 7 RBIs. And Dick Rudolph's on the mound for the Braves. His third appearance. He's 1-1. with a 3.46 ERA. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Aaron and right for out number 1. And Jake's up now. He's batting .269. No homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Rudolph strikes out Jake for out number 2. Brings up Duke Snyder now. And Duke batting .229 with 2 homers and 10 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Adcock. He steps on the base for out number 3. The Dodgers go down in order. To the top of the second we go, and no score. Adcock, Berger, and Spallier due up. Joe is .314, 4 homers and 10 RBIs. And Adcock hits that ball down to third. That'll be out number 1 here in the top of the second. Wally Berger's up now. And Wally's batting a .125, but he does have 2 homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to the left field. 62 on a 3. 62 on a 3. That's going to be fielding column 2. And that's going to be a single in the left field. Wally delivers here with a 1-out hit. And Al's up now. Spallier is batting a .182. No homers and 1 RBI. Here's the pitch to Al. And he gets a hold of this, drives that ball into right field against the lefty. We'll make him a 16. That's going to be a single in the right field. And Wally, let's see here. Wheat doesn't have much of an arm out there. See if Wally tries to get the third here. Be a 5. That'll be a 44. 44 minus a 28 plus a 15, a 31. So that will be a 61 or lower. He's safe at third. And he's in there. So that's a single in the right field. Gets a runner over to third now with 1 out. And the Rabbits up. Marnabell is up with first and third. Can the Rabbit deliver here, folks? Rabbits batting .200 on the year. No homers and no RBIs. Berger down at third. Al down at first. Here's the pitch to the Rabbit. And he gets a hold of this. He drives that ball in the deep center field. And Al, he's got damn good speed for a catcher. He might score on this one, folks. A 56. 56 minus a 34. Yeah, he's going to score with no throw. So that's going to be a 2 RBI. Yeah, that'll be a 2 RBI double for the Rabbit. He delivers here. The Rabbit comes through and gives the Braves a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. Now the Rabbit down at second for Dick Rudolph. Rudolph batting .200 because we don't need no stinking DH. They're going to let him swing away here. The Rabbit with his great speed. A single will score him. Dick Rudolph, like I say, batting .200 on the year. And that's going to be a base on balls. And Knapp's having a hell of a time here in the second against this Braves lineup. Back to the top of the order we go. First and second now for Duffy. And Duffy's 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. Again, a single is going to score the Rabbit probably. And he's going to do more than single. That's going to be a double in the left field. And Rudolph's going to stop at third. So a double in the left, and it's second and third, and it's 3-0. Braves all over Knapp here in the second inning. So you got second and third now. Sweeney's up, and a single probably scores two with Duffy's speed. Sweeney's 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. That's probably going to get the run in. It's 36 on a 4. 36 on a 4. That's going to be fielding column 2. And that's going to be, and the runners are going to hold as he fires over to first. Ground ball down the third. So now you got second and third for the hammer. Hank Aaron's up now. And Aaron's 0 for 1. And do they pitch to Aaron is the question. And they're going to intentionally walk Aaron. And pitch to the left. What happened there? We got to go back. Let's go back. We lost a runner at second. Should be bases. Should be second and third. We're going to intentionally walk Aaron after we get to second and third here. So it's going to be a ground ball down the third. Runner on third holds. Runner on second holds. And then we're going to intentionally walk Aaron. Set up a bases loaded to force at any base. And a lefty-lefty matchup. Can Eddie Matthews make him pay for walking Aaron? Matthews struck out his first time up. And he didn't strike out this time, folks. Eddie Matthews makes him pay for walking Aaron. And that ball is driven in center field. And let's see how to score at least 2. Duffy will score easily. Let's see here. 59, and Aaron's going to get down to third. So Eddie Matthews comes through with a single in the center field. It scores 2, makes this a 5-0 ball game, and it's first and third, folks. And still 2 outs here for Joe Adcock. And Knapp is getting beat up here, folks. It is 5-0. Joe Adcock up. They go out and talk to Knapp, and they're getting the bullpen up already, folks. And Joe Adcock's 0 for 1. He grounded out the third his first time up. Can he add to this 5-0 lead here and blow this out of the water? Here's the pitch to Joe. And that ball is high. How far is this ball going to go? Minus 13 plus 5. So that's a 0. And that ball is out of here, folks. Home run, Joe Adcock. A 3-run shot. That's a no doubt about her. And it is now 8-0. And that is it for that. He's out of this game. Before it even starts. Knapp gives up 8 runs here in the second inning. So let's get somebody else in here. Get the righty in. So Knapp doesn't make it out of the second inning. He pitches an inning and 2/3. See who's going to come out of the bullpen here. And it's going to be who are they going to go with? That's the question. Oh, this bullpen's not very good at all. Not very good at all. We're looking here.
Erskine.
Let's see. Who they probably should bring on is Newcomb. But I believe it's going to be Carl Erskine. I'm going to go with Erskine, I believe. Yep, Carl Erskine's going to come out of the bullpen and try to give him some innings here, folks. Try to eat up some innings here. As Knapp can't get out of the second inning, the Braves pounding him. Just pounding him. So now you got Wally Berger up. And Wally, did he start this inning off with the single? I believe he did. Let's take the box score here. I believe all 9 men have come to the plate here. I think Wally led off this inning with a single. Joe Adcox actually led off the inning with a ground ball, the third. So this will be the 11th batter to come to the plate. So Wally's 1 for 1. He singled his last time up in this inning, and that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Carl makes the catch, but not until the Braves put an 8 spot up there. Puts a snowman on the board. It's 8-0 Milwaukee. As we go to the bottom of the second. You got Campanella do up Wheat and Ferreira. Roy's batting .229, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Adcock. He takes it himself for out number 1. Zach Wheat's up now. And Zach is batting .367 with 3 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be against a righty, 14. And that's going to be a fly ball out the Berger in left field for out number 2. And Carl's up now. Carl Ferrella is batting .136, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Sweeney. That'll be a 1-2-3 inning. To the top of the third we go. You got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Braves. Sparrow, Rabbit, and Rudolph. Al is 1 for 1, singled and came around to score in that second. And that's going to be a base hit against the righty, 17. That is going to be, nope, that's going to be a nice play out there by Duke Snyder. He takes a base hit away from Al. That is 1 down here in the third. And here's the Rabbit. The Rabbit with a 2 RBI double his first time up. And that's going to be a comebacker. And he's going to fire over to Jake for out number 2. And here comes Rudolph up. And Rudolph, he walked and came around to score his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the Wheat. And the Braves go down 1-2-3 in the third. But they still lead by 8. So we go to the bottom of the third. We got Stripe, Reese, and Carl up. Carl will definitely bat. He's got to eat up some innings here. And Stripe is batting .208 on the year. No homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Matthews is up with it. Fires over to Joe for out number 1. Pee Wee Reese is up now. And Reese is batting .172. No homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit. Pee Wee hits that ball down the short. He beats it out. So Reese is on at first now. And Carl's going to try to bunt him over the second here. And this is Carl's first plate appearance of the year. And in 1952, he batted a .152, no homers and 2 RBIs. And a 13, that's going to be 2 foul balls. Fouls them off. 0-2 count. And a 36 on a sacrifice. And that'll be a wild pitch. Nope. So that'll be a rare play. The runner on first with a sacrifice. 21 on a 36. And that'll be fielding. That'll be 25. That'll be the pitcher. And Rudolph is a 1. 24 on a 1. Probably fielding column 2. And it is. That's fielding column 2. What was it? A 25? 25. I think it was a 25. Yeah, it was a 25. Batter, the first on wild throw. Runner to third. And sacrifice out at first. Runner to second. Pitcher tags out batter. So it's a sacrifice. And it is a 1 put out. So gets the job done, gets Reese over to and Reese is down at second now with 2 outs. And you got Robinson up. And Jackie's 0 for 1. He flew out to right his first time up. And that's going to be a 36. That's going to be a wild pitch. Wild pitch 2 or 3. He's not. So that's going to be a 26 and a 36. 26 and a 36. That'll be fielding. 26 and a 36 will be a 24. That'll be the pitcher again. And that's going to be fielding column 1. And that's going to be right back to the mound. He's going to throw over to first. And that'll end the inning. So the Dodgers strand 1. We get to the top of the 4th. And it's still 8-0 on Milwaukee. And you got the top of the order due up here for the Braves. Duffy, Sweeney, and Aaron. And Duffy's 2 for 2. He's got a single, and he doubled in a run in the second. Here's the pitch to Duffy. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone, folks. Hugh Duffy with a solo homer makes it 9-0 Braves. That brings up Luke Sweeney now. And he's 0 for 2. He's reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out to third. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Zach Wheat. He makes the catch for out number 1. Here comes Hank Aaron up now. Hank Aaron's 0 for 1. He is grounded out to second. Intentionally walked, came around to score. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Pee Wee Reese. He fires over the first for out number 2. And Eddie Matthews is up. And he made him pay for intentionally walking Aaron. He had a 2 RBI single. And he has struck out. Here's the pitch to Matthews. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Wheat. And that'll end the inning. But the leadoff homer by Duffy makes it 9-0 Milwaukee. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. You got Jake, Duke, and Roy due up here. Jake's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And he's going to strike out again. Rudolph's got his number today so far. He has struck out twice. Only 2 strikeouts he's got is Jake. And that brings up Duke Snyder. He grounded out the first his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Sweeney's got it. 2 quick outs here in the 4th. And Roy Campanella's up. Campy is 0 for 1. He grounded out to Joe at first. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Wally and left. 1, 2, 3 goes the Dodgers. To the top of the 5th we go. Adcock, Berger, and Spallier due up. Joe's 1 for 2. He had a 3-run homer back there in the second inning, and he grounded out the third also in the second inning. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left. Carl's got it for out number 1. And as you can see, the team comparisons, Milwaukee 6-6. They've struck out 43 times, walked 39, hit 34 doubles and 9 triples. And the Dodgers are 5-7. They've struck out 54 times, walked 68, hit 35 doubles, and also 9 triples. Wally's up now. He is singled, and he has flown out the left both times in the second. And that's going to be another fly ball out the left. That'll be out number 2. And now Spallier's due up. Spallier now. He is 1 for 2. He is singled and flew out the center. And that's going to be another fly ball out to Duke. And that'll win the inning. Braves go down 1-2-3 to the bottom of the 5th we go. We got Wheat, Carl, and Stripe due up. Zach is 0 for 1, flew out the left his first time up. And Zach gets a hold of this one off of Rudolph. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is hit over the Schaefer beer sign. And that gets the Dodgers on the board here. It's now 9-1. And that brings up Carl now with the bases empty, nobody on. Carl's 0 for 1. He grounded out the second his first time up. And that's going to be against the righty, a 17. It's going to be a fly ball out to Wally. He's got room out there. Make the catch for out number 1. Joe Stripes up now. And Jersey Joe's 0 for 1. He grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a comebacker to Dick. He fires over to Joe for out number 2. Brings up Pee Wee Reese now. And Pee Wee is 1 for 1. He's singled. One of the 2 hits in this game for the Dodgers. That's going to be a fly ball out to Duffy in center. That'll end the inning. But Wheat hits a solo homer, makes it 9-1. We go to the top of the 6th. And you can see that the Braves are hitting .244 in the year. On base percentage of 300, slugging .458, OPS of 759. And the Dodgers are batting .224 and OP on base percentage of 312, slugging of .413 and OPS of 725. Here's the Rabbit. He's 1 for 2 today with a 2 RBI double, and he's grounded out to the mound. And the Rabbit's not done. That's going to be a single in the right field. And the Rabbit's on board here with another hit. And Rudolph's going to try to sacrifice him down the second here. Rudolph has walked, and he has flew out the right. And that's going to be a 30. 46. And that'll be fielding column 1. That'll be a nice bunt down the third base. Stripes got it. He'll fire over to first with who's covering. And Jake is going to be down there. So that gets the runner in the scoring position now with 1 out. And here's Duffy. He homered his last time up. He's 3 for 3, folks. He has doubled, homered, and singled. All Duffy needs a triple for the cycle. Here's the pitch to Duffy. And not this time up anyway. It's going to be a ground ball down the first. And Jake fields it, tosses it over to Carl covering. And that'll end the top of the 6th. To the bottom of the 6th we go. And it's a 9-1 ball game. Oh, that was only 2 outs. Let's go back here then. Let's go back here. Runner down at second. I thought that was 3 outs. down at second on a comebacker. So runner will get down to third. And Sweeney's up now. Sweeney's 0 for 3. He has reached on a fielder's choice, grounded out to third and flew out to right. And that's going to be a base on balls. This inning's not over yet, folks. Brings up Hank Aaron now. Can Hank deliver here with first and third? Sweeney's aboard with a walk. Hank Aaron's over 2. He's grounded out to second and short and has been intentionally walked. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. They strike Aaron out. That ends the stop of the 6th. To the bottom of the 6th we go. And that's going to be it for Carl. We'll have a pitch hitter for him. And I think Newcomb is going to come in the game and try to finish it out. That'll be who will come in. See who's going to come off the bench here and pitch hit against Dick Rudolph. And let's see here. And Gillum's going to come off the bench. See if Joe Gillum, they need base runners in a worse way. See if Joe can get on board here. And Jim's 0 for 1 on the season. Can he get something done this time up? And against righty, that'll be a 17 on a 9. And that will be an infield hit. Jim gets aboard here with a leadoff single. So Jim's down at first. To the top of the order we go. And Jackie Robinson. And Jackie is 0 for 2 today. Got a runner down at first. Nobody out here in the 6th inning. Dodgers trailing by 8. Robinson's flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be against the righty in 18. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. He spins down, throws down the second with a rabbit covering for out number 1. Puts Jackie Robinson down at first now with 1 out. And Jake's up. And Jake's 0 for 2. Dick struck him out twice. The only 2 strikeouts he's got. Can he give him the hat trick here? Nope, that'll be a fly ball out to center field. Duffy's got it for out number 2. So it's up to Duke Snyder to keep this inning alive. After the pitch hit single, Duke is 0 for 2. He's grounded out the first and second. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And Dick strikes Snyder out to end the inning. And the Dodgers strand 1. And like I say, Newcomb's going to come in the game. And he's going to try to get the last 9 outs of this game. They're not trying to burn up the bullpen here. You see Milwaukee's upcoming schedule. They got a doubleheader tomorrow against these Dodgers. Then they travel out to St. Louis, play the Cardinals, and then after that they travel to Philadelphia to take on the Phillies. And Eddie Matthews is 1 for 3 with that RBI single. Excuse me, he struck out and flew out to right his other 2 times up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Snyder's got it. And Newcomb, this is his 5th appearance. He's 0-1 with a 9 ERA. And now you got Joe Adcock up. He's 1 for 3. He hit a 3-run homer. And he has grounded out and flown out his other 2 times. And that's going to be well hit. See what Joe does this time against Newcomb. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Joe Adcock has hit his second home run of this game, folks. He pulled that one. That one was launched in the left field. That makes it 10-1, good buddy. And that brings up Wally Berger now. Wally is 1 for 3. He has singled, flown out the left twice. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jackie at second for out number 2. And Al's up now. Al is 1 for 3. He's singled and he's flown out to center twice. And that's going to be a rare play, a 24 on a 36. 24 on a 36. And that's going to be ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Al. And Al drives out a 1-0 pitch in the right field for a 2-out single. Al's having a good game, and here comes the Rabbit. Speaking of a good game, the Rabbit's 2 for 3. He's got a double, 2 RBIs, grounded out to the pitcher and singled. And that's going to be against the righty, 18. The runner on first. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. He strikes the Rabbit out. And the Braves score 1 on the solo homers. We make it to the 7th inning stretch. It's 10-1 Milwaukee. We got Campanella, Wheat, and Ferrero up. And Campy is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a double in the right field. Lead off double by Campy. And Zach Wheat's up now. And Zach Wheat is 1 for 2. He hit a solo homer his last time up. And he's flown out the left his other time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. And a 35 on a 1. 35 on a 1. That'll be fielding column 3. And he'll throw over to Dick covering. But the runner will get down the third. And obviously the Braves are going to play back with a 9-run lead. Carl is 0 for 2. He is grounded out and flown out. Here's the pitch to him. And he gets a hold of this one. Carl trying to make a game out of it. And that's going to be a single in the center field. And that'll score the runner. Carl's down at first now with 1 out. And Joe Stripes up now. And Joe is 0 for 2. Braves looking for the double play. They move 35. That'll be popped up behind home plate. Al takes the mask off, makes the catch. And that'll be out number 2. Now you got Pee Wee Reese up. And Pee Wee is 1 for 2. He's singled and flown out to center. And that's going to be another fly ball out to Duffy. And that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 8th. It's 10-2. We got Rudolph due up, followed by Duffy and Sweeney. Dick is 0 for 1. He has walked, had a sacrifice bunt, and flown out the right. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Zach Wheat again. So that's out number 1. And that'll bring up Hugh Duffy. He's 3 for 4. He has doubled. He has homered. And he has singled. Anything Duffy's looking for is a triple for the cycle. And we drop the dice. We drop the dice. And that's not going to be a triple, but that is going to be a base hit in the right field. We can't get to it. Cuts it off, holds him to a single. But Duffy's aboard again here. And Bill Sweeney comes up now. And Sweeney's 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice and walked and grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Snyder for out number 2. And here comes Hank Aaron up now. And Hank Aaron's 0 for 3. He has walked, grounded out twice, and struck out. That walk was intentional. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jackie Robinson. And that'll end the inning. The Braves go down with one runner on. They strand one. And like I say, Don's going to bat for himself. They want him to pitch the top of the 9th. So you'll have Newcomb, Robinson, and Jake due up here. This will be Don's first plate appearance in 1956. He batted .234, 2 homers, and 16 RBIs. So you got to be careful with him. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Rudolph strikes him out for out number 1. And Jackie Robinson's up now. Robinson's 0 for 3. He's flown out, grounded out, and reached on a fielder's choice. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Duffy's got it for out number 2. And it's up to Jake here to do something in the bottom of the 8th. He has struck out twice, flown out to center. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. And that'll end the 8th. To the top of the 9th we go. You got Matthews, Joe Adcock, and Wally due up. Eddie's 1 for 4 with a 2 RBI single. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Duke for first out of the 9th. And Joe Adcock's up, looking to see if he can hit 3 home runs in this game, folks. He's 2 for 4. 2 homers and 4 RBIs. He's grounded out and flown out his other 2 times up. And that ball is hit well. Can he hit number 3 here today, folks? And off the top of the wall out there at Schaefer's Beer. And that's a double by Adcock. A hell of a game by Joe. He's standing down at second now with 1 out. And up to the plate comes Wally. Wally's 1 for 4 today. He has singled, drove in a run, flown out to left twice, and grounded out to grounded out to second. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Wally connects. He drives that ball over the Schaefer Beer. And that makes it a 12-2 ball game, folks. Nobody on for Al. Al's 2 for 4 with 2 singles, and he's flown out to center twice. And that's going to be a base on balls. And Newcomb is struggling here in the 9th. And the Rabbits up with a runner down at first. Rabbits having a hell of a game with 2 for 4 performance. He has singled and doubled, grounded out, and struck out. And that's going to be the old double play. That ball is hit down the short. Pee-wee's up with it. Fires over the Jackie, over to Jake. 6-4-3 double play. Ends the top of the 9th. But the 2-run homer makes this a 12-2 ball game. You got Snyder due up. Roy and Zach. And Dick Rudolph's trying to complete this game. Duke Snyder's 0 for 3, grounded out twice and struck out. And that's going to be another swing and a miss. He strikes Snyder out. That's his 5th strikeout of the game. Roy is up now. Campy is doubled. He is grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a rare play. 38 and a 22. 22 and a 38. And that ball is hit down the first. Joe Adcock, a 54 and a 3. Probably going to be a fielding column 3. Yep. And that's going to be an error on Joe, as he can't handle the ball from the rabbit. That's an E3. So Roy's a board here with a 1 out in the 9th. Zach Wheat, he has homered in this game. He is 1 for 3 with that solo homer. He's flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a 22. And that's going to be hit. A hit by pitch. He's an HB0. Dick hits him. Dodgers ain't happy with that, but I'm telling you, it's not done. Not with a 12-2 lead. So that ball just got away from him, folks. And that'll bring up Carl. He's 1 for 3. He is grounded out, flown out, and has an RBI single. And that's going to be against the righty, a 17. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Duffy in center for out number 2. Dodgers down to their last out. It's Joe Stripe. And Joe is 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and popped up to the catcher in foul territory. And that's going to end it. It's a lazy fly to center. Duffy catches it. And the slaughter is over. Joe's getting series in the game piece. 12-2 against these Dodgers. Take a look here at the box score. The massacre in Brooklyn. The Braves 12 runs on 14 hits and an error. The Dodgers 2 runs, 5 hits and no errors. Duffy 5 for 4. You had Joe Adcox with 2 homers and a double and 4 RBIs. Wally Berger, he was 2 for 5 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And don't forget Duffy's, one of his 4 hits was a homer. Braves are 5 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Left 5 men on base. And the Dodgers were 1 for 5. The only bright spot was Zach Wheat's home run. They left 5 men on base. Rudolph goes the distance, goes to 2-1. 5 hits, 2 runs, struck out 5, gave up the homer. And RUCKER goes to 0-3. Couldn't get out of the second inning. An inning and a third, 2/3, 7 hits, 8 runs, walked 2, struck out 1, gave up a homer. Carl comes in, pitches 4 1/3, 2 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 1, gave up a homer. And Newcomb comes in, pitches 3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 1, and gave up 2 homers. Take a look here now at the standings and the leaderboard here in the National League. And the Pirates, Giants, and Cubs lead the Braves by half a game. The Reds are a game back. Phillies are a game and a half. The Dodgers and Cardinals are 2.5 back. And Ed Delaney still leading the National League with a .405 average. Willie Mays with 7 homers. And you got Hank Aaron and Willie Mays tied with 15 RBIs. Joe Adcock moves into second place with 6 homers and 14 RBIs. So Joe's moving up the leaderboard with they're at 2-homer game. And Bucky Waters leading the National League with a 0.56 ERA. Kid Nichols still leading the National League with 3 wins. 3 pitchers tied with 2 saves. And Joe Adcock is taking over the MVP lead for the Braves here in the National League, and his teammate Kid Nichols is leading in the Best Pitcher Award. And the next game will be between these Dodgers and Braves. It'll be a doubleheader. In the first game, you'll have Tyler going up against Carter. And let's see who's going to pitch in the second game. You'll have Johnny Sane going up against Grimes in the second game of the doubleheader against these Dodgers. I want to thank you all for tuning in today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out of Brooklyn, hit that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.